The Jews don't want anyone to know what really happened. But there's a book that you must read called The 13th Tribe. It was written by a very famous Jewish historian and scholar by the name of Arthur Koestler. And he described a number of letters written between the black or the Sephardic Jews living in Spain and those in Russia who were living in the land of Khazan, of the tribes of the Ashkenaz. That's why when you ask Jews today, do you know what this word Ashkenaz means? They say, yes, that means European. It's a word that relates to our history, the Ashkenaz Jews. But when you read the Bible, the tribe of the Ashkenaz came from Japheth, the Gentile tribe. It's not from Shem. Read the 6th chapter of Genesis, when the Bible described each of the sons of Noah. The Ashkenaz were Japheth, who had no inheritance biologically from Abraham. When God said to Abraham, I'm going to bless you and your seed, it didn't include Japheth. And Arthur Koestler, in his book, The 13th Tribe, described that in 740 A.D., in the land of Hazan, during the reign of King Baloo, the Muslims and the Christians were pressuring King Baloo to convert to their respective religions. King Baloo recognized as a skilled politician, if he became a Muslim, then the Christians would attack him. If he became a Christian, then the Muslims would attack him. So King Baloo declared himself to be a follower of Judaism. And the whole kingdom of 250,000 people became Jews. And they looked just like the European and Eastern European. They look like Menachem Begin and Golda Meir. They look like all the white Jews that you see in the United States and South Africa and in Europe, because that is their relatives. And those 1 or 2 million black Jews who descended from Solomon and David, we know where they are in Israel. But the white Jews took over Judaism. And they are the ones who are saying, we want Jerusalem. We want Samaria. We want the Arab land. And they say, when you ask them, why do you want them? They say, God gave it to us. That's a lie. God didn't give Japheth anything. Japheth was not included in the covenant. Only the children of Shem, the children of Abraham. And we know what they look like. No one wants this truth to be heard, because it makes it difficult to start saying, Israel is ours, we must protect our land that God gave us. God gave you nothing. God gave the land to the children of Ishmael and the children of Yaakov or Jacob. Read the Jewish Bible. The children from Poland and Russia were promised nothing. But they are stealing the land the same as the Christians stole the land from the Indians in America, the Indians in Latin America, stole the lands of India, China, stole the lands of the Third World with distortion, and the lands in South Africa with lies and distortions. We were here first. No one was here to please. No lies. You can walk over the land. I don't have to ask who was here first. The land speaks to me. When I walk on this land, the vibrations come to my soul and say, my son, you are home. This is my land. The land of my people. So today the Palestinians are being brutalized like savages, while people are talking about God and praying at the Wailing Wall and killing children. Many of the men are trying to work just to get enough to send to their families to live. The university shut down. If you protest, you go to jail, you may be killed. And they say we're the only democratic country in the Middle East. And they base it, they keep telling the Christians, we don't want to do this. God is making us do it because he gave us this land. They are lying on God. Now, God is going to handle that. I mean, there's nothing that I can do. But I know you're not going to lie on God too long and get away with it. No one has done it. When you look at any religion in the history, you lie on God, you got to
although only respect recovered from an illness, I decided to come myself to defend the cause of my people before the Council of the League of Nations. I hope, however, that the Council will be good enough to excuse me from reading the whole of my declaration and will allow Atotazas, permanent delegate to the League of Nations, to read it in my place. Although only recently recovered from an illness, I decided to come myself to defend the cause of my people before the Council of the League of Nations. I hope, however, that the Council will be good enough to excuse me from reading the whole of my declaration and will allow Atotazas, permanent delegate to the League of Nations, to read it in my place.
I wish, on behalf of the Chinese government, to join in the thanks and congratulations to the members of the mobile unit, as well as to Dr. Bosick for the devotion with which they are carrying out their mission in China under extremely difficult conditions, as seen recently in the killing of 2 Chinese members of one of the mobile units due to the indiscriminate bombing by Japanese aircraft. I wish further to express the appreciation of the Chinese government for the interest, care, and efficiency with which the Health Committee and the Health Organization of the League have organized the mobile units for China. In view of the urgent needs of the situation, from the viewpoint of promotion of health and prevention of epidemics, any concrete measure taken by the governments of the League members to strengthen the collaboration of the League in health matters in China will be welcome and appreciated by the Chinese people.
Entre 1914 et 1918,